So children, today we are going to start with the data types of Java. So as you know, there are so many types of literals, right? So store those literals. Java is providing you various type of data types. So this data types will provide you the flexibility to manage how you will manage your data. So what you understand by the data types? Data types are meant to identify the type of data and the associated operation to handle it. So what you will understand two things. First thing, if I want to store a number which is having no fractional part, I will use some integer type of variable which can hold integers. And if you are using some variable which is of integers, then what type of operation you can perform. So it is not like integer and character are responding the same way in all circumstances. It may respond differently. So different type of data types are provided. But basically it is providing you two types. First is primitive. Primitive types are there provided by the language, and another is non-primitive or reference type. Alright, two types, primitive and non-primitive. Reference type, this reference type is also called derived. Alright, and primitive types is also called fundamental.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we go for primitive type first. What are the primitive types? Primitive type of data which are independent of any other data type is known as primitive data types. These are
like fundamental, no?
These are known as fundamental or basic data type. They are predefined or built in. कई नाम दिए हुए. प्रिमिटिव टाइप को हम क्या कह सकते हैं? फंडामेंटल भी कह सकते हैं, बेसिक भी कह सकते हैं, प्रीडिफाइंड और बिल्डिंग. प्रीडिफाइंड और बिल्ट इन का मतलब प्रोवाइडेड बाय जावा. इट इज कम्स अलोंग विद द जावा ओनली. यहाँ पे इतने एग्जांपल दे रखे हैं और जो करेक्शन है ये बी जो है वो स्मॉल है. ठीक है, बूलियन बी इज स्मॉल. So byte, short, int, long, char, float, double and boolean are primitive type. We have to learn this in detail. Alright. So they are composed of primitive data type. इसका मतलब क्या? कंपोज करके कैसे बनेंगे भाई? ये एरे को हम पढ़ेंगे. तो एरे क्या है कि ग्रुप ऑफ इंटीजर ले लें, बहुत सारे ग्रुप ऑफ कैरेक्टर ले लें, group of object ले लें. So this will be array. So array is not a single element. It is not a single element. It is group of elements.
Group of integers.
Group of integers. Yes. It is not single. Group of integers or double type of values or float type of values. A group of any type of values is array. So it is not a single thing. That's how we can say it is composed of. String is a composed of group of character. Class is a group of variables of different data types. Alright. Group of different data types. One integer हो सकता है, character भी हो सकते हैं, string भी हो सकते हैं. So in a representation of the class, so many different type of variables can be used. Alright. Now integer. To hold the integer value, Java provides us 4 type of variables. Byte, short, int, long. Okay. Byte, short, int, long. All these data types letters starts with a small letter. Okay. Byte is a small. So what is this table is all about? Please go through this table. Size. What the size means? When we define any variable of byte type, it will occupy 1 byte in memory. Short type of variable will occupy 2 bytes.
2 bytes.
Int will occupy 4 bytes and long will occupy 8 bytes. Alright. Then what is the difference between if I take integer or if I take byte? How are they going to be different with each other? If I take byte type of variable, we can store highest number is 127, the lowest number is minus 128.
Minus 128.
All right. If I try to store something above 127, then it will become something else. If I store 128, it will become minus 128. वो उस चक्कर में नहीं पड़ना अभी. फिलहाल इतना ही समझो कि minus 128 से 127 के सिवा कुछ और डालेंगे तो हमें जो नंबर इनपुट किया है उसकी बजाय कुछ और दिखाई देगा. ठीक है. Then short type of variable can hold a number from minus 32,768 to 32,767. int में minus to the power 31 to the power 31 minus 1. ये बाइट में टू दी पावर 63 माइनस टू दी पावर 63 से लेकर टू दी पावर 63 माइनस 1. तो ये 63 और 31 कहां से आ गए बताइए. सोच सकते हैं कुछ. Four bytes equal to how many bits? 32 bits. 8 byte means 64 bits. So in 64 bit,
Yes, sir.
one bit is for sign. The number may be negative or positive. So one bit is used for the sign and rest 63 bits are used for magnitude. So that's why to the power 63. Binary number, when the binary number is converted into decimal, we perform a process where to the power 0 plus to the power 1 plus to the power 3 and so on, like this we perform conversion. So the to the power is there. Similarly here also, in int also one bit is for sign.
So one bit for sign and rest 31 power.
Yes, sir.
For magnitude.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
So default value, when we declare a variable of int byte, in short, it will have default value as 0, and long type of variable default value will be 0L. So L, when you initialize a variable of long type, we write L as a suffix to represent this is a long type of constant, but when you will display it, it will not display L. All right, it will not going to display L. Real numbers. How to store real numbers? To store real numbers, it is providing floating type of data. Here there are two types of variables. I said the for the real numbers, to store real numbers, it is providing two type of variables, that is float and double.
Yes, sir.
The memory occupied by the float type of variable is 4 bytes or 4 into 8, 32 bits. And for the byte type, it is providing 8 into 8, 64 bits it is occupying. The range is 3.4 into 10 to the power minus 38 to 3.4 into 10 to the power 38. And for the double type, it is 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 308 to 1.7 into 10 to the power 308. This is a very big number. It can hold double type of variable can hold very bigger numbers. And the default value is 0.0f. For the float type, the default value is 0.0f. Why f is placed here? Because by default, Java treats fractional number as double data type. This is very important point. By default, Java treats fractional number as double data type. So any fractional number, when it is to be stored into a float type of variable, we need to convert it into float by adding f. If I write 25, it is 25.0, it is double type. If I want to represent 25.0 as float, I have to write f. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now the next type is character data type. A character type variable contains a single character. As we have discussed in the literal also, single character in single code. Single character in single code is a character type of constant. So if we want to store this character constant, we need to use character type of variable, which will occupy 2 bytes, and it stores the characters 0 to 65,536, and the default value is /u0000. ये जरूर याद रखिएगा, हमने रेड से इसलिए लिखा है इसको. So how you will declare a variable of character type? You write char ch equal to a. What this statement is saying? Ch is the character type of variable and the initial value of ch is a. Alright. Then if you want to store something into Boolean type of variable, Boolean type is also provided. If you want to store constant true or false, you can use Boolean type of variable. That is BOOLEAN, small letter. A variable name is, let's say, flag, equal to true or false. Alright, true or false. But children, please take care, this variable, if it is undefined, means the value is not initialized. Okay, if the Boolean variable is not initialized, it will represent false. It means the default value of the Boolean variable is false. Now, there are some questions based on the things which we have learned till now. Float type of variable occupies 32 bits. Double type value 64 bits.
64
Float is
bits.
single precision and double is double precision.
It is double.
Alright. Primitive and reference data type difference. Primitive is also called intrinsic and
Fundamental.
Okay, and reference is called derived or
Non-primitive.
Non-parameter.
They are inbuilt inside the language and they are created.
Answer, they are composed from. Yes, sir.
When
Created
we
from
want-
primitive type.
If we want to use array, we have to declare the array and we have to create the array. Okay. If it is
Yes, sir.
primitive type can hold one value, single value, and reference type can hold multiple values.
Multiple value.
Multiple
Composed,
values.
it is composed of primitive type, तो जो एक से अधिक हैं तो एक से अधिक value भी
Primitive.
जी जी.
Hmm.
Next thing is variable. Okay. It is a symbolic name that identifies a memory location holding some data value. Alright. Symbolic name. Suppose we have to store 25 in memory. So how we store 25? We write int x equal to 25. What do we write? Int x equal to 25. So what happened when we say this? In a memory, as it is an integer type, 4 bytes is occupied at some memory location. At some memory location it is stored. To access this value 25, do we use memory address? So we do not use memory address to access this data item. We use x instead of 25. Whenever we want to access 25, we write x. So what is x now? X is the name given to memory address. This memory address is given name as x. Alright.
X.
So what is variable? Variable is the name given to the memory address of particular location to identify where the data is going to be stored. So each variable can representing two values. One is L value and another is R value. L value is the location value where the data item is stored, where it is the memory address. What is the memory address of this X is the L value. And what is represented in X? This 25 is R value. Alright. So the full form is location value or read value. But L value represents the address of memory location and R will represent the content of that memory location. Now if we want to use any variable, anything, we have to declare the variable and we have to initialize the variable. So what is the difference between declaration and initialization? Declaration means it is specifying a data type of an identifier or variable. हमने कहा कि भाई int p, so it is telling p is a variable of integer type. If I say float x comma y, it is telling x and y are the two variables which can hold float type of data. So this is declaration, just informing the variable, informing the compiler what type of value this variable can hold. All right. And initialization means variable equal to value. It is the statement which stores something into variable. Age equal to 10. Here what this statement is telling, it is storing an integer type of value into the variable age, considering the age is an integer type of variable. All right. Or we can initialize multiple variable at the same time, but if we want to store the same value in all the variables. I want to declare 3 variables, all 3 variables to start with 1. So we can say I equal to j equal to k equal to 1. This is multiple initialization. Okay. So whenever I will say declare or I will say initialize, you will understand. Then initialization is dynamic. What is dynamic initialization? See, it refers a variable definition during execution of the program at the point of its first use. Variable can be initialized dynamically using a valid expression or a method call. क्या हो रहा है, कोई भी वेरिएबल की वैल्यू जब भी हमने फर्स्ट टाइम उसको डिक्लेयर करा, एट दैट मोमेंट ओनली वी हैव स्टोर्ड समथिंग इनटू इट. वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते समय ही उसमें कोई वैल्यू स्टोर कर दी विद अ वैलिड एक्सप्रेशन. This is a valid mathematical expression. So result of a into a plus b divided by 2.0 will get stored into c. ठीक है, तो c is dynamically initialized. The result of this function will get stored into d. So this is dynamic initialization of c and d. So what we are doing here? ठीक है, हम एग्जीक्यूशन में पहली बार जैसे वेरिएबल यूज हुआ उसमें वैल्यू स्टोर कर रहे हैं, एज वेल एज वो वैल्यू कहां से आ रही है, किसी मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन का रिजल्ट है वो. ठीक. वेरिएबल एंड ऑब्जेक्ट, इट होल्ड्स द डेटा वैल्यू ऑफ प्रिमिटिव टाइप. कोई भी प्रिमिटिव टाइप का बनाते हैं तो वो क्या कहलाता है, वेरिएबल कहलाता है. ठीक है, बेसिक टाइप का जो डिफाइन कर रहा हमने होल्ड करने के वेरिएबल कहलाता है. और जब हमने यहाँ पे रेफरेंस डेटा टाइप का कोई वेरिएबल डिफाइन किया तो रेफरेंस डेटा टाइप का वेरिएबल डिफाइन करते हैं तो उसको वेरिएबल ना कह के हम बोलते हैं ऑब्जेक्ट. ऑल राइट. एंड कोई भी रेफरेंस डेटा टाइप का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाने के लिए हमें एक न्यू ऑपरेटर यूज करना पड़ता है. न्यू इज द ऑपरेटर. ऑल राइट. न्यू ऑपरेटर इज यूज्ड टू, it is used to allocate memory. Allocate memory for an object. New operator is used to allocate memory for an object. All right. Now the next thing is Java constant. It is the data value attached to a variable along with the final modifier, such that it cannot be changed during the execution of the program. There is something, a value of some variable, we want the value of this variable pi remain constant throughout the program.
Yes, sir.
Why I want to make this variable pi as remain constant? To avoid any accidental mistake. It can be done by us also, by me also. But if I have defined this variable pi with the final keyword, so if I try to change the value of pi somewhere by mistake, the Java compiler will not allow us to do this. Alright. So if I try to change the value of this pi, Java compiler will just raise an error. show an error to us. So this way, this pi will behave, this variable pi will behave as constant. Okay. The same thing is written in other words also. The final keyword used while defining a variable to prevent the contents of the variable from being modified. So this variable has become read only. So this example is there. Two examples you can see.